Hi everyone, it's Vacha here from recordingstudio9.com and thanks for joining me again. In today's video, we are looking in a little bit more detail on Yamaha's AG03 mixing console audio interface DSP controller. Last time we looked at it in easy mode. Today we are going to look into the expert mode, and we go into expert mode by clicking the expert button. In expert mode, we have quite a lot of options available for us for all of its channels, including channel 1 for the microphone, as well as channel 2 for the guitar and the line input. We also have options available for the effects, the reverb effect, and the amp simulator right at the bottom. There's so much information that the controller does not even fit fully on my laptop screen, so I have to apologize for that. So let's have a look at channel 1 input. We have input signal showing us the signal level coming in, and we also have signal level going out. In the process, we have a compressor, and then we have the equalizer. Same goes with channel 2. Again, we have a compressor and then the equalizer. And if we are using the guitar option with the button selected for guitar input as 2G, then we are also able to play around and have all of the settings for the guitar amp simulator. I won't be doing the guitar amp simulator in this video because I demonstrated in a basic form in my last video, but you can play around with all of its settings and see and find a setting that you like for your guitar playing. So let's start with the compressor. The button available on the mixer as compressor/EQ with an LED light next to it basically enables both the compressor and the equalizer at the same time. But we can, if you don't want any compression or any equalization, we can disable them by clicking them here. So at the moment, we have no compression and no equalization, even though the button is actually enabled on my mixer. So if you want just compression, then we can have just compression come on. And as you can hear, as soon as I press the compressor on, we're actually getting gain reduction and the volume goes down. With the settings, we have, just going to disable at the moment. With the settings, we have makeup gain, the ratio that goes from 1.3 to all the way to infinity, which means a limiter, and maximum of 20:1. Then we have the threshold, we have attack time and release time. We can adjust the threshold by moving the mouse and selecting where we want, how much compression we want and how much gain reduction. Or we can type it in the threshold there. The attack time starts from 1 millisecond and goes all the way to 100 milliseconds. And the release time from 0 milliseconds to 10 seconds, the 10,000 milliseconds. There are presets available. This is the default preset, and you can hear it now. Then we have male vocal, vocal male condenser microphone, vocal female condenser microphone, speech, headset mic, acoustic instrument, condenser microphone. Just to have a quick look of the different settings, it'll allow you to quickly set something and then adjust it to your liking. So this is the male vocal, and if I select condenser microphone, it has slightly different settings for the equalization. So you can have a preset and then play around to your liking. So let's have a look at the equalization side. With the equalization, there are 4 bands plus a high pass filter. We can enable and disable the high pass filter, and we are also able to click on adjust the frequency of the cutoff, either by dragging it or by putting the number right there. Easiest way is to adjust it. Then we have band number 1, which we can select either being a peak. It's very useful if you're using the high pass filter, or you can use it as a shelf. If we don't have the high pass filter, then we can use the band 1 as shelf for increasing and decreasing, just like adjusting the bass of a hi-fi system. Band number 2 and 3 are always as peak, and then you can adjust how you like them, and also you can adjust the Q, which is the bandwidth. Same with 3, we can adjust it however you like. And 4 again can be either a peak, shelf, or high cut. At the moment it's a shelf, so you can give nice sibilance or air to your mic, or cut it down and make it sound like you have a lisp. Or you can also have a low pass, which will enable you to cut off all of the high ends. Next we have 2 dial options. One is the effects send and one is the pan. Pan is quite simple. We can adjust where we like the microphone to be in the stereo image. And the effects send basically allows how much of the channel 1 microphone we want to send it to the effects. So we can adjust the amount of effects for the mic on channel 1 or channel 2 guitar or the line input. Looking at the effects section, there are a lot of options available to suit the type of reverb effect we like to have. We are still able to adjust the reverb time, the density, mono to stereo effect, the balance, high pass filter, initial pre-delay, low pass filter and cut, high dampness, reverb delay and feedback level, and then the output level as well. So the options available are quite extensive. Let's turn it on into default mode. I'm just going to press the button on the actual mixer, and now we have the reverb available. Just going to reduce that reverb a little bit less so it's not too distracting as I talk about and go through some of its basic settings. Some of the basic settings is available and you can drag them from here. You can drag the time, which is the reverb time. As you can see, it goes up to 30 seconds. Yes. So that's quite long reverb to have, and you can adjust it there. Then you have the depth, which is a stereo to mono. So dimension or difference, not sure how that's called, but you can adjust how wide you want that reverb to be. Then you have the initial delay, and you can have up to 100 millisecond pre-delay. So the reverb doesn't come on for another 100 millisecond, and you can adjust that as well. Then you have the low cut, so reverb will have less cut. It's quite desired to have sort of low cut there so it doesn't become boomy, and you can reduce the muddiness. And then you can also cut the top end, maybe around 4K, that way all the S's don't get reverbed, doesn't distract, so your vocal stands out much better and the reverb becomes more of a dimension rather than taking over your vocals. And you can play around with the rest of the settings as well. Quickly looking at some of the settings, this is the default setting. I'm just going to put on full send. Then we have a whole. This is a whole setting. This is the room setting, the preset. And then we have a stage. And the stage, this is the stage preset. So it's really handy to have a quick setting of a preset and then adjust it to your liking, how you want the reverb to be. So just to wrap it up, basically channel 1 goes through compression, then EQ, and then to the effects, and channel 2 and or the guitar goes to compression, EQ, amp simulator, and into the effects as well. So you can adjust the amount of effects sent to the reverb, and it's the same reverb for both channels, obviously. So that's about it for the expert mode. As I mentioned, there's quite a few options available, so you can tweak it to your heart's content until you find the right compression, EQ, and reverb. Well, to finish off, here's something for you. I'm gonna sing a song. I've just gone to YouTube, selected a lovely song that I can sing, and I've got my microphone connected, I've got my compression and EQ enabled, and I'm gonna have my effects turned on as well and sing for you, just to show you that if I can do it with simple microphone, mixer, and my laptop, then you can do it as well. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and listen to. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you had good introduction to the Yamaha AG03 with DSP that I just had, and you can see how very simple mixer and a laptop and a microphone what you can do. So give me the thumbs up if you like, well, not my singing, but the video demonstration that I just did. That way I know that it was helpful for you. And also don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, that way you kept up to date with the latest information and every time I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to visit my website recordingstudio9.com with lots more information and resources available for download as well. And until next time, thanks for watching. Cheerio. Bye bye. Oh.